Good afternoon, Essential Oil Solutions. This is Ashley here for our last Wellness Wednesday of the month. Let me say that I have thoroughly enjoyed being with you all this month and exploring our emotions and different ways that we can move from a place of hurt and sadness to a healthier place of joy and vitality and passion. So today we're going to talk about finding purpose and passion after you have been grieving. And I do not profess to know everyone's grief journey. So I'm going to be a little transparent and just talk about my grief journey and the solutions that I wish I had had when I experienced grief at a time in my life. So in 2009, my sister was diagnosed with breast cancer, and for a year was on a journey of healing and moving to a better place. And after that first year, we, were given the news that it really was not getting any better. So for a year, we kind of watched her decline to a point of 2011 where she did lose her battle on this earthly side of heaven. And so watching her go through that, of course, I try to be optimistic or really just not deal with kind of the obvious, maybe what's right in front of me. So when we were really faced with, okay, this is the deal, this is what's happening, that grief hit me like a ton of bricks. And it was the first time really in my life that I had lost someone that close to me. So I can remember, so I'm just going to talk about some of the things that I went through and that my family went through. And if we had had some of the tools that I have now with essential oils, how I feel like that journey would have been a little bit smoother. So the one thing that I can remember, just like it was yesterday, and again, this is in 2011, was one of her last days at the hospital, and our entire family was there. And like I said, that grief just hit me like a ton of bricks. I have never experienced that kind of grief before. And I was in a place where I just could not breathe. I was overcome with emotion and almost to the point of hyperventilating, really. So the first oil that I want to talk about today, and man, if I had had that many years ago, what a different place I think I would have been in, is having the oil Breathe. So Breathe, we typically think of as our respiratory support, and it really is. So if you are overcome with sadness and grief, and you are just feeling suffocated with sadness, having Breathe at your fingertips is an awesome resource. Breathe is a blend of laurel, eucalyptus, peppermint, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, and Ravinsara. And what I want to focus on is that Ravinsara in there. I was doing some research on that today, and Ravinsara is not a single oil that doTERRA offers, but Ravinsara is helps to reduce depression. It helps to boost positive thoughts and boost those feelings of hope. So imagine having that support where your lungs are opened up and you can breathe, and then having that additional essential oil in there that's going to help reduce those feelings of depression. This essential oil Breathe is going to be a great oil to use in that moment when you are just overcome with grief and you just feel like there is no way out. I mean, the tears are just flowing and you cannot stop them. So Breathe is the first oil that I want to recommend having at your arsenal, at your fingertips when that grief hits you right there in the moment. And then the second oil that I want to recommend is Console. So we've been talking about the emotional aromatherapy line this month. So Console is an amazing oil to have. And what Console is going to do is give you that emotional support. So if you feel like you're in need of emotional comfort, then Console is one that you want to have and want to be able to use. Console is a blend of frankincense, which is very grounding, patchouli, ylang ylang, which helps to reduce feelings of sadness, amyris, sandalwood, rose, and osmanthus. It's very calming, it's very grounding, and I would recommend using Console on a daily basis, because if you are going through a period of grief, and this is not just with losing a special person in your life, you could be grieving the loss of a job, you could be grieving the loss of an experience, just anything where you have lost something that you have a true emotional attachment to. Whatever you are grieving, on the back end of that grief, you are going to need some emotional support. So you can use Console each day. Of course, just breathing it in from the bottle. And these oils come in touch form, and they also come in the form where you can diffuse them. So you can breathe that in from the bottle, put a drop in your hand and breathe that in. Breathe and Console. You can rub those over your heart to get that relief in your heart area, but just to help ground you and give you that emotional support and remind you that you can do this, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So one of the other things that I dealt with after my sister's loss, for the first 6 months, I felt okay. I just kind of immersed myself in a graduate program. And then 6 months after she passed, it hit me again, and I felt paralyzed. When you are that emotionally attached to someone or something, and your life is wrapped up in that person or that thing, when you lose them, you almost, well, I felt paralyzed. I felt like, what do I do without that person? And there's really a sort of fear that comes over you of redefining your life without that person or without that thing. So that feeling of just, I've lost my purpose. I don't have a passion for anything. I feel paralyzed. I can't move. I'll just stay in my bed for the rest of my life. And all that would have been so beneficial to me at that time is passion. So passion is going to help revive those feelings of vitality. It's going to help you face your fears. It's going to help you to take risks and to redefine your life, or to take the next step each day to move forward with your life. Keeping those precious memories of that person, of that thing that you're grieving the loss of, but still continuing to move on and knowing that there is a next day, and you will wake up in the morning and you will be fine. So passion is a blend. Let me show you. So again, passion comes in the bottle that you can diffuse. It also comes in a touch form, so you can use that topically on your skin. But passion is a blend of cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, clove, sandalwood, jasmine, vanilla, and Damiana. That's a new one. So all of these oils are floral scents, so they are give you vitality. They help you feel alive. The one oil that I really love in there is ginger. And ginger helps you to address those feelings of powerlessness. If you've lost something and you feel like you've lost all control and all control is outside of you, ginger is going to help you to tackle those feelings. It's going to help you to get control of your life, and it's going to persuade you to be fully present in the moment and to show up for life, and to, again, know that there is another day. All you've got to do is wake up and take that first step. So I would recommend using passion, rubbing that on your stomach area, which is going to give you that vitality feeling, rubbing that on your stomach area every single day. Also behind your ears, because remember, in all of this, when we are having feelings of negative feelings of grief or sadness, all of the emotions that we've talked about this month, we want to reframe those. And I don't ever discount grief. Grief is something that all of us will go through. So you don't want to cut your process short. We all need to grieve. However, life does go on, and you want to make sure that you are in a place where you can continue moving forward for those people that are still here, for those family members and friends that still need you and need you at your best. The last one I want to talk about is Roman chamomile. So Roman chamomile is going to help you to discover your purpose and discover your spiritual purpose. So whatever your spiritual beliefs are, it's going to give you a purpose outside of your physical self. It's going to help you to realize that there is a reason for you here, and it's going to help you to discover what that reason is. So what you can do with Roman chamomile is apply 1 or 2 drops on your forehead each day and behind your ears. I also like to put a couple of drops of Roman chamomile in tea in the evening. It's very relaxing, but again, it's going to help you to feel purposeful and help you to discover your spiritual purpose. So I hope that my journey has helped you today. I hope that it has enlightened you. I hope that the oils that we talked about today are ones that you can use and you can incorporate into your daily routine, or share with a friend or family as needed. What I like to do for people close to me who have lost a loved one, I like to send them a bottle of Console, because I'm not great with words, but what I know helps is an essential oil, even if it's just for a moment, to be able to take your mind off of what's going on, or to help you better process what is going on. So again, I have absolutely enjoyed being with you all this month. I do want to share a couple of resources with you that I absolutely believe you should have. I hope that each of you has received some form of essential oil guide or resource from the wellness advocate that enrolled you. However, this book right here, it is called Emotions and Essential Oils, is absolutely amazing. So emotions is something that you really struggle with. You definitely want to invest in this book. You can buy that off of aromatools.com. Last week, I shared an emotional detox protocol that came out of this book, Advanced Oil Magic. Love this book. It's got some great information in it about essential oils in general, not just emotional ones that you can use for emotional support, but also your physical health and well-being. And I want to thank you all for participating in our day 1 and day 2 challenges as we end out the month. So each day, what I'm going to do is choose a winner, and I'm going to send each one of our winners for this week on the daily challenges on emotional and essential oils wheel. So this kind of pairs with the book, but it is great because it helps you to define what emotion you are feeling, and then also help you to find that oil that's going to help with that particular emotion. So you've got the positive side and the negative emotion. So I want everyone, I wish I could give one to everybody, but definitely the people that participate in our daily challenges, choosing one person each day. So it's been wonderful being with you all this month. Make sure that if you have not already gotten your 200 PV order in this month, that you still do that, so that you can be entered to win another free giveaway. And if you have any questions, post those on a video. You all have a wonderful, wonderful Wellness Wednesday, and we will see you soon.